Welcome back to the GSL Code S. Supernova laying a smackdown, laying a seminar on how to be aggressive against Zerg. And here's TheBest, our another Terran point, wearing a Converse hoodie, and he's up against Stats from KT Rollstore. A lot of KT players and SKT players this season in Code A, but not all of them able to get out in advance. We'll see if Stats can make it happen.
Well, here we go with our first Terran versus Protoss today. It's going to be an interesting match to watch what TheBest has up his sleeves against an opponent like Stats. And of course, keep in mind that the winner has to go up against Supernova, who seems to be in incredible shape today. That beating that Koka just took probably leaves the Zerg player bruised, and he will try to lick his wounds and recover to prepare for his next match, which is going to be the loser's match against the loser of this game.
I highly favor Stats here. I really like TheBest. He's a really nice guy. He's a friendly guy. He's been playing StarCraft II for way longer than Stats has. He's been around forever. And he's back from retirement temporarily here to see if he can make this work. He's currently on Team TheBest.
On the other hand, Stats has an absolutely atrocious win ratio against Terran players recently. He was defeated by every Terran player that he faced in the last few weeks, taken down by MMA, Bang, Maru, no surprise there, and Gumiho. So he's definitely the one who has more experience and the one who most people think will be able to do this. But still, he needs to change his losing streak into the beginning of the winning streak if he wants to. That was the weirdest way I could have phrased that, I guess. But
yeah, for sure. Well, TheBest, man, this is his opportunity. This is his chance. I feel if he falls out of this group, he's going to retire for sure, for real.
Do you think TheBest with the face that he has, he could use like, you could give him a little bit of a beard. He looks like an Italian mafiosi.
I can see that, yeah. I definitely can see that, yeah.
Luigi.
All right, let's jump into this TVP.
TheBest versus Stats.
Starting to the top right, we have our Terran player. It is TheBest.
I never thought I'd see this guy in a televised match again, and I'm very happy I get to. I remember commenting one of his games on Crossfire where I called the game over 10 times, where he just like did this crazy all-in that turned into another all-in, to another all-in, to another all-in, and he's barely like won the game. And his opponent, Stats from KT Rollstore, of course, mine in the bottom left, has the Protoss.
And one of the reasons why this is going to be a very interesting match is because from TheBest we haven't seen too much yet.
Yeah, literally this is his first televised match.
Yeah, we saw one series that he played against Puzzle at the qualifier for Code A, and he lost that with a 1-2. That is the only recorded game for Protoss versus Terran that we have for him in Heart of the Swarm at least. But on the other hand, then you have someone like Stats who in general like had a decent start into StarCraft II in the Terran versus Protoss matchup, but recently he lost every single match against Terran that he played. Lost against Gumiho without taking a map, lost against Maru in Pro League, lost against Bang, lost against MMA, and I think the last game that he actually won against the Terran was back in July when we had the Pro League Season 1, where he was able to win against Byong and Light, but a lot of time has passed since then, and one problem that he's gonna have is there is nothing that he can use to prepare for TheBest. There are no VODs out there. There's nothing that he can really look at and say like, alright, he's gonna play this style and I can try to play this map against him. He's vulnerable against a certain all-in or whatever.
Okay, this is crazy, by the way. Let's talk about what he's doing. He's gone gas first into double barracks. So he's gonna have a lot of extra gas for what exactly is he planning, is the question. Like, is he going to just go all Reaper all the time, like Gumiho style? His teammate, his former teammate, I guess you could say, since both players' teams no longer exist. Boyu no longer exists, but let's see. I think it's just going to be Reaper into more Reapers, man.
Well, the thing is, I have seen Reaper builds like this being played a little bit from Terrans against Protoss. One of the games was also played in the WCS America qualifier when QXC was going up against Hello Kitty in the finals, and that was a pretty interesting series. This QXC started, I think, with 4 Reapers in total, and if you keep the first Reaper alive and suddenly you have 3 of them, you can do a lot of damage. You can hunt down the first Stalkers, and the Mothership Core is just so slow that you can always just bounce, just run away from it and take a few units down. If he actually does that, I would love it, because I feel it can blindside a lot of Protoss players. If you don't scout that and you see it too late, you might not be able to do anything about it anymore.
This is a build that's completely micro-oriented. You have to have incredible control to make this work. Do not try this on the ladder. 3rd barracks coming up. So he's really committing to aggression. This is the best. This is what he does.
I want to see the production tab. Does he build more than 3?
I don't think he will, but we're going to find out. Heaven likes to keep these things a mystery.
Yeah, that's the wrong tab to show. And there we go. Oh, I love it. Awesome. He goes for 2 more. And this is going to be the time when Stats really needs scouting. He needs to find out what's going on, because at this point, he's going with the Mothership Core across the map. That's going to help him to do some damage, but as soon as TheBest starts building a few Marines out of all the barracks that he has, he should be able to defend here. Those Reapers, on the other hand, they're going to wreak havoc at the bottom left. That Zealot is not going to do anything, and with enough Reapers and good micro, you can shut down those Stalkers.
Yeah, you can definitely kill him. Alright, third barracks he's trying to force a cancel on it with that Mothership Core. Meanwhile, 5 Reapers on the map. He doesn't get the cancel on the barracks, and the SCV production, or rather Marine production, has started.
Big problem for Stats. He actually attacked that barracks. He needs to attack the SCVs, and that's what he does right now. That was the one thing that TheBest was hoping for, that his opponent would not send that Mothership Core across the map immediately, but not too many kills. And here we go. The Reapers move in, and they already start taking some hits. He needs to micro those Reapers away. That
was not good.
No.
That
build really depends on micro. If you micro Reapers back and then back again into the fight, you can do so much. You can actually win a game outright if you do it right.
Yeah, you can. I mean, he should not have lost the Reaper. That's the most important part of this. He's doing some damage to the Stalker. He will actually kill it. He needs to get away. It's not worth it.
There are 3 Stalkers by now. You need to do that at the beginning. Like, he had a chance there. If he microed the Reapers individually and the first time that they engaged, he could have killed the first Stalker, and then it would have been very difficult for Stats with the single gateway that he has to get those into the game. So right now
it's 2 base against 1 with the tech is terrible for TheBest, because his Reapers, without 5 of them against this many Stalkers, it's not good enough.
This is high risk, high reward, and at this point it's kind of shut down already.
I said this already, but I really like this, the chances of Stats going into this best of 3, and for this first game he's already like miles ahead. There's a whole lot of opportunity for damage with that Oracle, especially because the Marine count was a little bit slowed by the production of Reapers, and he's just going to control the map, and there's no way for TheBest to catch up if he doesn't get damage done. And if he has to be at home defending, then guess what? He's not getting damage done. The Reapers that he has on the map are going to be easily shut down because there's way too many Stalkers. Let's see how much this gets done. TheBest not paying attention here, already losing 2, 3 SCVs.
Well, it's already doing too much damage.
Way too much. And he doesn't even lose any real hit points. He only loses half of his shields. Not even, so...
Goes over to that natural, is going to take down another SCV.
Now he's just like, oh, there's no more SCVs for me.
It's 5 kills there already. The harvester count is 40 against 19, and the second orbital is not even done yet. It's just about to be completed. So he's so far behind. And I'm a little bit disappointed. Like, of course it's a high risk if you go into this many Reapers at the beginning, but with a bit of decent micro, you can do so much damage, and he just... The first Reaper died instantly. He didn't even try to move it back, and he could have done so much more here.
Yeah, this is...
I mean, he tried it, but then the micro was just not on the level that it needs to be to win.
It's not on Gumiho's level, man. Gumiho would have made that work, and I think that we've seen Gumiho do this multiple times, and I think that maybe he talked to Gumiho about this, and Gumiho said, hey, listen, you've seen me do this, let's practice this a little bit, and TheBest has just not been able to make it work. Did you catch his games in the qualifier? I didn't actually follow that extremely closely. Like, on the day, I could have told you who he beat, but I don't remember if he played any process. I don't know what builds he was using.
Well, he played Puzzle, as I said earlier, but he lost against Puzzle with a 2-1, a 1-2. So I didn't actually see his games. But yeah. I mean, what he did, he basically just right-clicked Stalker and then didn't do anything. He didn't use any micro there at all, and once the third Stalker is out, you have a problem. You need to kill one of the others before that. If you keep the Stalker numbers low, then the production time that the Protoss player needs for one is so high that you can just do damage, and back at home you macro it up and you get your tech up. But now his stats is, of course, in a massive lead. He did good damage with the Oracle. He defended very well against the Reapers. Microed his units. I think he didn't even lose the Zealots back then. And right now he's on 2 bases. He is more than doubling his opponent's harvester count. He has a great army supply. He has his tech up. The Oracle is still a threat. The Colossi coming up.
He's also going into classic style where he goes Phoenixes behind the Oracle, knowing that it's going to help shut down drops. And that's what we're going to see. The drops that are coming over here with 3 Phoenixes out, and even a 4th one to come out, or is going to be able to clean this up. If he tries to use the medevacs to run away, he's going to be sorry for it. There's the Mothership Core going for the overcharge, and TheBest trying to target down some of these Zealots. Here come those force fields, and the Phoenixes are going to be able to kill that medevac. Sorry about it, TheBest.
Yep, that medevac is gone, and another stim being used with only a single medevac there. That's not going to work for him.
He's just going to chase this down and micros.
Yeah.
Phoenix has got the Colossus there. Guardian Shield goes up. He can actually just go and kill
Lift
him.
the Marauders.
Yeah. Well, he wants to kill. He looks like he wants to kill Mars and the medevac.
He's going to
GG.
win the game. Yeah.
That's
GG.
over. So,
well, we said
high risk, high reward. I really like how you put it. That's exactly what that build is. It's almost a cheese. Like it's on the edge of being a cheese. It's
Yeah, for me it's just disappointing that he didn't micro, because I like the idea, you know, you're putting yourself out there and you're saying, okay, I take a huge risk, but if it works out, I win the game. But from the beginning, you know that it only works. It only works if you micro a Reapers. The great thing about the Reapers is they are fast, they regenerate hit points, and you are very mobile with them, so you can bounce between bases and chase units down. But for that to really work, you have to always pull the injured ones back so that they can regenerate the hit points, and then with the other ones you do the damage.
Yeah.
Maybe he was still occupied with the Oracle at the top, but he already chased that away with the Marines that you rebuilt. So I think at this point he should have really focused on the Reapers.
Yeah,
I like that he tried it, but I really think now we're going to see, like, let's say a more normal game.
Yeah, I think so too. I would like to see a normal game out of him, or even if he's going to be all-in-ish or aggressive, like a much better, more standard all-in, like you know, just a big push off of 2 bases, or a Banshee play, a Cloak Banshee play, something like that, instead of this very, very crazy Reaper play that I guess he either was too nervous or he just was not microing well enough. You have to micro so well, and he did not. He failed. And now he's down 0-1. Let's see if he can tie it up 1-1 against the KT Rolster Protoss. Oh, we see a Protoss versus Terran in our winners match here at the GSL Code S Champions.